You're still here?
I guess they canceled me.
See what happens when you try and run from the people? You know what? I'm going to give you a compliment because all the conversations and all the times that I've told you you're a gang member and stuff, you've never gotten mad at me about it. You know, I know it hurts your feelings a little bit.
Hurt my feelings.
Okay. It doesn't hurt your feelings a little bit, but which is good. You know, it shouldn't hurt your feelings. But
I can't get offended.
But the deputy chief of the sheriffs today, or the chief deputy, I've talked to him lots of times, and we've actually been really, really cool. But today,
Is that Chief Ryle?
Yeah, I pushed his button. You know what I did?
Uh-oh.
I complained from an officer safety standpoint. Yeah, I don't think anybody's ever done that in the history of the world. Like, you know, usually people are complaining about officers for something that the officer did to them.
Yeah.
They're not going in saying, you know, I think that the officer wasn't really thinking about his own safety. And he got really fired up to the point of telling me that I cannot talk about officer safety.
Really?
I can't. You know, and I didn't say this, but I realized that, you know, I can understand his feeling on that, because I'm a little sick of hearing people talk about officer safety too. And so it was just one time that somebody said it to him and he flew off the handle. Just one time of hearing officer safety, you know.
Why are you tired of hearing officer safety?
Well, because, I mean, it's kind of like the phrase "in this day and age." It's I mean, like, you know, you showed me that you actually had that book, Verbal Judo. I didn't know it was an actual book, you know, but when you talk to a lot of cops, you start to realize the patterns and the things that they all say, the cliches, the rhetoric, you know, like in this day and age, for officer safety, I need you to do this or I need you to do that. It's an officer safety thing.
Did you know that sleep is an actual officer safety issue?
Absolutely, it is. I mean,
I spent the last 3 days in a force encounter study analysis for officer-involved shootings. It was amazing stuff. It broke everything down to a science, from the time the officer recognizes a threat and the physiological process that involves in the brain, fight or flight, all that stuff. And so we had actually watched shootings from people, bystanders, and even in-car and officers' body cams, and that broke down the entire incident from start to finish, and able to determine the mental state of the officer, and then also inquiring that officer's sleep. Did you know that if a person that is sleep deprived is the same as if they were drinking alcohol?
It's more like a head injury.
No.
When you're deprived of oxygen,
nope.
I would say it's more like a head injury.
Well,
you get giddy when you're like...
These are actual doctors that did studies on it. It's not a head injury. It's that your body is fatigued. Your brain is fatigued and tired. Has the same effects as if you were consuming alcohol.
Okay.
Pretty interesting stuff.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up, because truck drivers have a limit on how many hours they can drive, right? But they can only drive, what, 8 hours?
I don't know. I
don't think it's more than 12. But, you know, officers, I mean...
The state troopers...
They don't seem to have a limit, because, like, you guys do night jobs, second jobs. Or I don't know if you're picking up on this Atmos security thing over there, if you've done any of that. But I saw Officer Jolly and Gung Ho Walters over there doing security. And... I call him Gung Ho Walters. He's really gung ho. He's running, man. That guy, he never stops. If there's a drunk driver, he knows. He's on it. He's wanting to do the search, and he'll take him to jail. He'll do the paperwork. He'll do everything, and he will respond to the next call too. He's super gung ho. But I like him. But he's got a wall. Officer Walters, he's got a wall, big time. Oh, this is an officer safety issue. See?
Yes, ma'am.
I just got rear-ended and she's right behind me. We pulled over. We're on the field.
Oh, I can handle it right here.
Okay, cool. So sorry. I'm so
No, you're
sorry.
fine. You're fine.
Yes,
Could
sir.
you guys, could you all pull along this alleyway here,
Yes,
out of
sir.
the way?
Look at that. Officer Fox is going to take care of it. He tells me to call the police station when I want to
Hey, just hold on.
report
You
it.
film
Oh, I know. did he really just give me permission? Did you really just give me permission?
I said if you wanted to hang out, you could. Okay, man, we can stay in your car. I can see the damage. If you want to do me a favor, you want to get your driver's license.
Yeah, there's some damage. That's for sure. Are you hurt or injured?
No, sir. I'm okay.
Yeah, that's the most.
Big thing, right?
That's the most important thing that often we forget, you know. It's not every day there's a police officer right there too.
I know.
What were the odds?
If you want, you can take pictures of what you gotta do.
Yeah.
No problem.
Oh, yeah, she's got damage. Officer Fox is in the right place at the right time to handle a civil dispute. When it comes to situations like this could take a little bit. So, I love it when a plan comes together. Time for a big show. OS Kush. Yup. Yup. I usually don't smoke the actual cigars. I roll the tobacco, but I love it when a plan comes together. What can I say? Is it okay to smoke a blunt while you're doing this?
No,
No?
no. I mean, if it's tobacco, typically when people say blunt, that means it's packed with something else.
I just asked if it's okay. I didn't say this was a blunt.
Not a blunt if it's
I just asked if it was okay to smoke a blunt while you take care of this. That's all.
you don't want to go to jail for smoking marijuana.
Do you want to arrest me?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Only if you're breaking the law.
Am I? Oh, this is hardcore. This is some of the good stuff. Officer Fox. Man, my eyes are starting to glass over. It's a good one. Yep. I'm keeping my distance, you know. I don't want him to smell anything funny. Officer Fox, he likes to arrest people, young ladies headed to doctor school with some weed in containers on the passenger side, in the passenger side door that she swore wasn't hers. May or may not have been hers, but it was really for contempt of cop. He admitted later that that's what happens when people lie to him.
Absolutely. I'll just expand this real quick. Okay.
She found the insurance.
Go back to the vehicle and I'll have some.
He told her to go back to her vehicle. So much distance between these two cars.
You're done with that? Just give that to me.
Oh, now he's getting out his notepad. Yep. He's like a regular Sherlock Holmes right there with that notepad. Oh, now he's gonna go back to his to his gang mobile. So Officer Fox would have been gone. He would have been long gone, but I kept him here talking. And so what do you know? There was a police officer when you needed him. I don't wear a cape, but Heroes don't always wear capes. So we got a nice view of Officer Fox's taser there. She's got a badge on.
Officer, do I get back to you when it's done?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Just hold on a second.
Okay.
You can go back to the vehicle real quick.
You want to hit this, Officer Fox?
What's that?
You want to hit this?
No,
No?
I don't smoke.
Fine then. Be that way. Look
What?
at you. I said be that way.
No, I will be that way. It's bad for your health.
You are done with this stop, right?
Just about.
So I'm going to ask him about not determining fault and why he doesn't write a ticket when somebody admits to a traffic violation. So you don't determine fault?
No. I investigate what happens.
Because it's a civil. Because you don't get into civil matters?
No, I just report a crash. That's it. If it's a minor accident, which this is a minor motor vehicle accident with no injuries, because the damage is appears to be less than $1,000, I don't do a crash report. It's what we call a driver's exchange of information.
You think it's less than $1,000?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know how much that bumper would, or that
I'm not an insurance
thing would be, but it might be. I don't know. I thought it was 500. Is it gone up to 1,000? South Myrtle Street, Home Street. The location is University Avenue, 311 East University. Johnny Tobar. Just wants officer to advise him not to loiter. It's near the office, small tan house.
This will be the same individual.
One of these days, we're going to have to talk about how overused the loitering statute is.
What's that now?
One of these days we're gonna have to talk about how overused the loitering statute is.
Loitering?
Yeah, loitering. You know, when people just want an officer to come and advise somebody not to loiter.
Well, I could just tell them to leave. It's that simple.
Depends on if they're on public property or if
Not
they're
really.
in fact
It's a
loitering.
business owner doesn't want them around.
No, I said public property. I didn't say
Oh.
private property. But that would be trespassing.
All right, David.
You're gonna respond to
entertain the
that?
conversation. I gotta go.
You're going to that? To advise somebody not to loiter? On
Advise
University
somebody not to
Avenue?
He's not too far away.
That's not a report of a crime, by the way.
What is?
That's not evidence of a crime yet. You have to witness him loitering, Officer Fox.
David,
Yes?
you look sharp today. Okay.
I wear a
Do
suit
you feel
every
good?
day. There's
You feel
not
good?
one day that I don't wear
Today
this
it's
suit.
Thursday. It's day 4. The hostage situation is almost over.
What hostage
The
situation?
week.
What? Oh. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, spread the word. Right?
Master by the name of Bates, smoking more than all 50 states combined. Yeah, right, I gotta stay on the grind. I got no money, so my weed's on my mind. I hit the club, but you know I can't dance. 7 and 7 in my cutoff chance. Tie that shirt and my long ass hair. What part of how I look makes you think I